the quantitative aptitude. So I myself, Dr. M. Parshania, Professor and Head of Applied Science School of Engineering, RK University. So let us start today. Our contents is the number system. So today we will see the number system. In number system, test of divisibility, application of the progression, finding the unit digit. Only we will see today the number system. Before starting the number system, you should have idea about multiplication, division, subtraction, addition, what is even number, what is odd number, how to get the square root and how to make the square and the sequence and series. You should have idea about this. After doing this, you can go ahead for your concept point of view. So now in number system, test of divisibility. First of all, you know very well some numbers are the even numbers, some are odd numbers, some are divisible by 2, some are divisible by 4. What is the divisible by 3? Divisible by 7. What is the key for this? So you should have idea about this first of all. So I will give the all the idea. So if the number is divisible by 2, if the last digit is an even number or it has either even number or 0 at the end, 74, 148, 140, 110, all numbers are divisible by C. You know very well all even numbers are divisible by 2. Now thing is this, if the sum of the digit of the given numbers is divisible by 3, at that time you can divide this number by 3. Otherwise you cannot divide by 3. So your number is given 3705. So now take the sum 3 plus 7 plus 0 plus 5. So this 15. You can see 15 is divisible by 3. So this number 3705 is divisible by 3. So each and every time take the sum. Sum is this. If the sum is divisible by 3, then given number is divisible by 3. Now, if the number is divisible by 4, then what will you do? If the number formed by the last two digits of the given number is divisible by 4, or if the last two digits are zeros, at that time number is divisible by 4. You can see here which number is given. 216560 is given. So last digit is 60. 60 is divisible by 4. Therefore, this number is divisible by 4. Or last two digits should be the 00. At that time also this number is divisible by 4. Otherwise number is not divisible by 4. So here 60 is given, so 60 is divisible by 4. That's why all number is divisible by 4. So you should have idea about this. Now number fifth, the number given number, the end of the given number either 5 or 0. Here it should be the 0 or 5. At that time, the number is divisible by 5. 25, 625, 225. You can see here 555 or 610. This is 0, 0 or 5. Then number is divisible by 5. This is easy and all of you know very well divisible by 5 and divisible by 2. All of you know very well. Now thing is 6. If the given number is divisible by 2 and 3 both, then number is divisible by 6. If the given number is divisible by 2, if the number is divisible by 2, when the number is divisible by 2, it should be either even number or last is 0. Last is 0, this means that this is divisible by 2. When a number is divisible by 3, take the sum 6 plus 2 plus 9 plus 1 plus 3. If this sum is divisible by 3, then this is divisible by 2 and 3 both. If the number is divisible by 2 and 3, then this is divisible by 6. Then this is divisible by 6. This is great thing. Now 7. Now last digit of the number, then subtract it from the remaining number. If the result is divided by 7, then the original number will also divisible by 7. What is given? Double the last digit. Double the last digit is given 3. Now double this digit, this is 6. Subtract it from the remaining number. Remaining number is 13. Subtract 6. 13 minus 6, it will become 7. 7 divisible by 7, therefore 133, it is divisible by 7. 133 divisible by 3. Here is 3 is given. So now double the 3, it will become 6. 27 minus 6, it is 21. This 21 is divisible by 7, therefore whole number 273 is divisible by 7. Is divisible by 7. This is the great thing. So now remember again, last digit take the 2 times and subtract from the remaining number, and this number is divisible by 7, then all numbers is divisible by 7. Now this is also great thing. The number formed by the last three digits of the given number is divisible by. Now you can see. Now for 8, the number formed by the last three digits of the given number is divisible by 8, or if the last three digits are 000, at that time you can divide this by 8. Number by 8. Now 9. The sum of the digit of the given number is divisible by 9, like 3. The sum of this digit is divisible by 3. At that time, whole number is divisible by 3. Here, all numbers, sum of the all numbers is divisible by 9. Then this is divisible by 9. Now 10. The last digit is 0. Then number is perfect divided by 10. Similarly for 11. The difference of the sum of its digits is odd places. First, third, fifth, and the sum of its digit in even places. Then take the subtraction. This is 0 or multiple of 11. Then all are the divisible by 11. We will take the small example. Suppose 1 to 1. This is on odd places, this is on odd places, this is in even places. 1 plus O, it will becomes 2, minus 2, it will become 0. Now, if the difference between the sum of the digit on the odd places and the sum of the digit in even places, either this is 0 or multiple of 11, at that time this number is divisible by 11. Here this is odd places, this is odd places, this is odd places. Take the sum of this, and this is in even places, same of the sum of this, and take the difference. If the difference comes 0 or 11, then number is divisible by 11. So this is the key to remember which number is divisible by. Now application on the progression. So now what do you mean by progression? So you know very well from the previous standard you've seen in the previous standard what you have seen arithmetic progression and geometric progression. Arithmetic progression it is denoted by AP and geometric progression it is denoted by GP. Arithmetic progression. So in arithmetic progression, if two difference between two consecutive terms are the same, at that time sequence is given in arithmetic progression. Like in this way, suppose 2, 4, 6, 8 up to this sequence. Now you can see a difference. Difference you have to take in this way. 4 minus 2, this is 2. 6 minus 4, this is 2. 8 minus 6, this is 2. Difference is taken. So this is called the common difference. So this sequence is called in arithmetic progression. So in arithmetic progression, you should have idea about the term and sum. So term Tn equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So this formula is you can apply if you want to get the suppose sequence is given in this way, find the 100th term. If you want to get the 100th term at that time you have to use here T100. This means that 100th term. A means the first term. 100 minus 1 difference is 2. 2 2 plus 100 minus 1 this is 99 multiplied by 2. So 2 plus this is 190 and 198 plus 2 this is 200. So you can see here 100 plus it will becomes 200. So 100 term is 200. For instance, you can take the any sequence. Suppose this is the sequence. So you have to check this is in arithmetic progression or geometric progression. So now let us see 7 minus 5, 2, 9 minus 7, 2, 11 minus 9, this is 2. So difference is same. So this is in which arithmetic progression. Now if you want to get to find T10, 10th term, you can get T20 term, you can get T100 term by using these formulas. By using these formulas. And if you want to get the sum, at that time you have to use this n by 2 in the bracket twice a plus n minus 1 into d. So you should have difference and the first term. And S10, this means that sum of first 10 terms. Sum of first 10 terms. So n automatically here is n. So this is n, this is n. So you should have first term and difference between two consecutive terms. So this is for arithmetic progression. One more thing is Sn equal to n by 2 in the bracket a plus l. N by 2 this means that if you want to get the first 10th term, sum of the first 10 term, put here 10 by 2. At that time you should have the first term and the last term. Okay, let us see. We are seeing arithmetic progression and geometric progression. We are working on that platform. So first of all, you should have idea about what is arithmetic progression. And arithmetic progression is denoted by, in this one short form, arithmetic progression. If you have sequence, suppose 5, 7, 9, 11. This is the sequence. If the difference between two terms If the difference between two terms is the common, for instance 7 minus 5, this is 2, 9 minus 7, this is 2, 11 minus 9, this is 2. You have to take the difference in this way. But not 5 minus 7, not 7 minus 9, not 9 minus 11. But this term minus this term minus this term is this way you have to take the difference. If the difference is common, then the given sequence is in arithmetic progression. Now, if you want to find the 20th term of this sequence, so you can use this formula Tn equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. N minus 1 into D. D stands for the difference, A stands for the first term. So you should have the first term and the difference between two terms. Between difference between two terms at that time you can get the terms, like if you want to get the 20th term, put here 20. So it will become T20 equal to A is the first term 5 plus 20 minus 1, this is 19, difference is given 2. So now simplify and then you can get 20th term. And if you want to find the sum of the given terms, this is the first formula, A plus A minus 1 into D. You should have idea about this. And Sn equal to n by 2 in the bracket twice A plus n minus 1 into D. If you want to get the sum of first n terms, at that time you have to use this formula. Suppose 5, 7, 9, 11 sequence is given. Find the sum of first 20th term. Find the sum of first 20th term. At that time you should have only A and difference D, and this is n. You can put the value in this formula. You can get the sum of the first 20th term. And one more formula will help you, n by 2 in the bracket A plus L. A is the first term, L is the last term. If you first term and last term, at that time you can get the direct, without using this formula, you can use this formula. And sometimes what happen, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus up to 100. Last time this example was to find the sum of this 100. So here, and one more thing is 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square plus 5 square plus up to n square. So you can see here square is given, here without square is given. Here you may use n by 2 in the bracket n plus 1. Here you may use n by 6 in the bracket n plus 1 in the bracket twice n plus 1. What is n? N is this term. Here 100 terms is given, so you can write directly 100 by 2 in the bracket 100 plus 1, 1 not 1, divide by 2, 5. So your answer will be 5050. It will becomes your answer. Directly you may write. In this exam, you should have these short tricks. Short tricks means in this way you can get answer. This is called the short tricks. And you should have idea about the square root, addition, subtraction, how to get the square root. So first of all you should have idea about, you can see 1 square, this is 1, 2 square, this is 4, 3 square, 9, 4 square, 16, 5 square, 25, 6 square, 7 square, 8 square, 9 square, 10 square, 100 up to I have given. You can see here one magic. Here this is 1, here this is 1, and this is 4. You can see here last digit is 4. Here is 9, last digit is 9 here. Last digit is 6, last digit is 6. But this is 25, this is will remain as it is. So you can see last digit is 6, you can see last digit is 4, you can see last digit is 9 and 4. This means that if the last digit is 1, 4, 5, 6 or 9, at that time this number will becomes the perfect square and you can get the square root. Otherwise you cannot get the square root. Otherwise means what? Last digit is 2, last digit is 3, last digit is 7, last digit is 8. At that time this is not perfect square, this is not perfect square, this is not perfect square. Now you can see this is perfect square, but you can see here last digit is given 2. So this is not perfect square because of you can see here in last digit no number have the 2, 3, 7, 8. Correct? Similarly, if you have 11 square you know very well 121, 12 square is 144, this is 169, this is 196, 15 square, this is 225, 16 square, 256, 17 square, this is 209, 18 square, this is 324, 19 square 361 and this is 400. You can see here last digit 1, 4, 9, 6 and 5. Again repeat 6, 9, 4, 1. 6, 9, 4, 1. Here also 6, 9, 4, 1. Here also we have seen in this way. Now if you want to get the square of the number like in this way 5 square you know very well this is 25. Now 15 square you can take this is last digit is 5 so you can write 25. Here 1 is given. Now add 1 so it will becomes 2. 2 multiplied by this 1 so 225 this is the square. Now 25, 25 if you want to get the square here is 25 last digit is 5. Now increase by 1 number will be 3, 3 multiply by 2 this is 6, 6 25, 35. So you can get here 25 and add 1 4 3, 4 3 are 12 so you can get in this way. And suppose 85 I have given so square of this 25 increased by 1, 9. 9 multiplied by 2, 72. So it will become square of 85. Now 105. So square of 5, this is 25. 10 multiplied by 11, this is 110. 110, 25. In this way, you can take this square. And now reverse thing. Suppose 225 is given. Okay. So now last is 25. What is the square root of 25? This is 5. Now here is 2. This number is multiplication of the two consecutive numbers. So you can see here this is 1 multiplied by 2, this is 2. The smaller digit is 1, so you can put here 1. So square root of 225, this is 15. Now suppose you have, I will write here 1225. So what is the square root of 1225? 25 is given. Square root of 25, this is 5. Now last digit is 12. 12 is multiplication of two consecutive numbers 3 multiplied by 4. 3 4 is 12. So now smaller number is 3. So I will put here 3. Now suppose 7225. Number is given in this way. If you want to get the square root, the last digit 25 can write here 5. Now 72 is given. 72 you can write in this way. So smaller digit 9, sorry 8, you can put here 8. 85 is the square root of this thing. Because of this in your exam, application oriented questions will be asked. In application related questions asked, So suppose find the area pi r square. At that time you should have the square. And suppose volume pi r square h. Here also square will come. So square should be very fast. Now v equal to 1 by 3 pi r square h. In this way also you have to find the r square. So square root, you should have idea about this. Correct? And some sequence will comes in this way. Now I have written the sequence in order. Now suppose you have to find the sum 10 plus 11 plus 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus up to 100. So directly all are writing in this way, n by 2 n plus 1 n is given 100. But you can see here this is starting from 10. If the starting from 10, at that time you cannot write the this formula. But if you want to use this formula, then you have to start from 1 to 100. So 100 by 2 in the bracket, 100 plus 1 minus what? 1 to 9. 1 to 9, this means that up to 9. So 9 by 2 in the bracket, 9 plus 1. So you have to subtract, then you can get the sum of starting from 10 to 100. Starting from 10 to 100. So in this way, you should have idea about this. And only first of all see the questions and then start to get the answer. For instance, first I will give the one questions to you. Now suppose I have choose the many questions for you. Now this is from A category. Find the sum of the odd integer from 1 to 2001. So you should idea about the what is the odd number. Why we are doing, first of all, you should have idea about this. Why we are doing this thing? Because of we are preparing the basic. You all of you know very well what is in previous standard. But now our age, our age, now you can understand what is happening. So first of all, find the sum of the odd integer from 1 to 2001. So what will you do? Starting from 1 and you are going to 2001, all are the odd integer. So what will you do? First of all, you have to make the sequence. So starting from 1, take the odd integer 135 in this way up to 2001. First term is given, last term is given. But what is not given? What is the position of this term? This term is 2001 plus? No, this is not 2001 plus. So first of all, you have to find the number at which the number is placed. So this is very tricky questions. Similar thing I have given. Find the sum of all natural number lying between 100 and 1000 which are multiple of 5. So we have seen the on the slide what we have seen, which number is divisible by all these things we have seen. Now you can see here summation rule on the natural number. What is the summation rule? Sum of the all first and natural number. So I have given there. What is given? We have seen here this formulas when you have to operate 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus up to n. At that time you may write there n by 2 in the bracket n plus 1 this thing. Now sum of the first n odd natural number, you can see here n odd natural number. Only you have to take their square. But how to use this? Suppose you have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. You want to take the sum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 odd natural number. This is not 9 number but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 number. This is 5 numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. The sum of the all first n odd natural number you can take n square. What you can take there? N square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will becomes 25. You can see here 9 plus 7, 16. 16 plus 5, 21. 21 plus 3, 24. Plus 1, this is 25. You can directly get the 25. Now 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many terms? 7 terms. First 7 odd natural number. First 7 odd natural number 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13. First odd n natural number part how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is 7. So you may take the 7 square. You can get directly the sum of the first n natural number in this way you can get. Now sum of all first n even natural number at that time you have to take their n in the bracket n plus 1. But if you want to take the all sum of the first n natural number at that time n by 2 in the bracket n plus 1, you have to use this. Sum of odd natural numbers at that time you have to take this. And even natural numbers, sum of the even natural number at that time this. And rest of all what? Rest of all you have to use there Sn equal to n by 2 in the bracket twice a plus n minus 1 into d. You may use this or you can use n by 2 in the bracket a plus l. Here this formula is like this. N by 2 it is written n by 2. A means the first term. Sum of all first n natural number. First term is 1, last term is n. So here it is written n plus 1. So I will write here 1 plus n. So this means that n plus 1 n by 2 it is the formula which is given the first formulas. So you can write in this way. Now application of the progression. So in our real life there are many applications of the progression and progression divided by arithmetic progression and geometric progression. One more progression also will come, HP, harmonic progression. So you have seen the arithmetic progression, geometric progression and harmonic progression. So application oriented questions will be asked to you in your exam. That's why you should have idea about arithmetic progression, geometric progression and harmonic progression. In arithmetic progression, difference between two consecutive terms is common D. And in geometric progression, when a sequence is called the geometric progression, if the ratio between two consecutive terms R is same. Now, harmonic progression, when a sequence is called the harmonic progression, if the given sequence is given like in this way, 1 by 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5. Take the reciprocal sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is reciprocal sequence. If this sequence is arithmetic progression, then this given sequence is in harmonic progression. Take the reciprocal of this is reciprocal. If this sequence is arithmetic progression, at that time this is given sequence is in harmonic progression. So mostly application around the arithmetic progression, many application will come and then geometric progression. Sometimes I have seen in this type of exam harmonic progression also I have seen. That's why I will use the harmonic progression for you. You can see harmonic progression also. Now sum of the all first and natural number you know very well, and find the sum of the first 74 natural number. Directly questions will be asked, give me the sum of the first 74 natural numbers. So 74 divided by 2, 74 plus 1, this is your answer. There is no need to take the numbers. Sometimes what happen, they are writing there 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 74. But questions will be asked in this way. Now 74 divided by 2, 74 plus 1. So which answer is correct answer? 2757, 2775, 2577. So put here n equal to 74, 74 divided by 2, 74 plus 1. 74 divided by 2, what happened? 37 and 75. Take the multiplication. Then what is your answer? Answer is 2775. It will becomes your answer. It will becomes your answer. So solution. Now see the sum of the first n odd natural numbers, 7 odd natural numbers, 50, 36, 49, none of this. So you can see this is your answer. 49, 7 square it will becomes 49. This is your answer. 49 is your answer. So in this way, solution is given n equal to 7. Second rule you have to apply. Now sum of all first n natural number, n in the bracket n plus 1, you have to use these formulas. So find the sum of first n even natural number. Then what will you do? Find the sum of first 9 even natural number. Suppose answer is 81, 100, 90 and none of this. So keep here 9. 9 plus 1, 10, 9, 90. This is your answer. 90 is your answer. 90 is your answer. So in this way, you have to apply this. Now we can see here same type of questions are given. Arithmetic progression. You can see here many problem I have given here. You can see this example number first. How many terms of arithmetic progression 9, 17, 25 must be taken to give the sum of 636? So first of all, you should have idea about how to use this formula. First of all, you should have idea about how to use this formula. So at that time, only first of all, you have to use this formula. So first of all, clear the concept. So now let us see first of all what we have to do actually. Suppose you have first term a equal to 5. I will take one example. Difference d equal to 3 and an equal to suppose 50. Now what is about this n? So what is given here? In arithmetic progression, first term is 5 and difference between two consecutive terms is 3 and nth term of the sequence is 50. Then find the n. What is n? This n you have to find. to apply an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. So an is given, this is 50. A is given 5, n not given, d is given 3. So now 5 plus 3n minus 3. 5 minus 3, this is 2 plus 3n. 50 minus 2 equal to 3n. 48 equal to 3n. 3n equal to 48. This means that n equal to 48 divided by 3. So what happened? 19. Oh, not 19 but 6. N will becomes 16. N will become 16. So in this way you can find the any missing number. For instance, suppose a equal to 7 and a 13 is given 35, and you have to find difference d and s13. Difference d and s13. A13 is given. So starting from here, an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. A13 is given. I will replace n by 13. 13 equal to a is also given 7 plus 13 minus 1 difference d. A13, this is given 35. 35 minus 7 equal to 13 minus 1, 12d. 13 minus 7, how many? How many? 35 minus 7, 28, 12d. Therefore, d equal to 28 divided by 12. Now simplify 7 by 3. Now you can find S13 using difference d equal to this. So which formula I have to apply here? Arithmetic progression is given. So n by 2 in the bracket twice a plus n minus 1 into d. N by 2 in the bracket twice a plus n minus 1 into d. All terms are given. So you may use this thing here. Now you can see the problem. We will come on the problem. Very tricky sum I will do, and rest of all you have to do. This sum is very tricky. Find the sum of the sequence 7 7 7 7 up to n terms. Which term of the GP 2832 up to n terms is 131072? Now you can see here how to get the sum of this thing. So what is given? 7 plus 77 plus 777 plus 7777 plus in this way up to n. So you can see here this sequence is not in arithmetic progression, not in geometric progression. You cannot use your n by 2 n plus 1. Then what will you do? So you have to reduce either in arithmetic progression or reduce in geometric progression or in power sequence. So let us try to remember. Now you can take the 7 common. I will take the 7 common. 1 plus double 1 plus triple 1 plus 1111 plus up to n terms. So 1 plus 11 plus 111 plus 1. This is not in arithmetic progression or not in geometric progression. So now I want here 999, then we'll do something. So if you want to get here 999, then multiply by and divide by 9. Here 9, 99, 999, 9999 plus up to n terms. Now 7 by 9 will remain as it is, but this 9 I will write in this way: 10 minus 1 plus 100 minus 1 plus 1000 minus 1 plus up to in n terms. Now after writing this 7 by 9, now 10 minus 1, 100, 1000. So you can write, I will take the positive terms first of all: 10 plus 10 square plus 10 cube plus 10 raised to 4 plus up to n terms minus rest of 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus n times. So now this is in geometric progression. 10 square divided by 10, ratio is 10. 10 cube divided by 10 square, ratio is 10. So here you may use the formula Sn equal to A in the bracket r raised to n minus 1 divided by r minus 1 for this. But here 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, how many times? N times. It will becomes n. But here you may use r is given 10, a is given first term, this is 10. Put the value here, this sum minus n multiply by 7 by 9. So it will becomes your answer. And answer ABCD option is given. So you have to choose without doing only put the in formula which type of answer is given. You have to see this. And one more also I have identified more three questions, and this will remain: how many terms in AP 9, 17, 25 must take to give the sum 636? How many terms of AP must be taken to give a sum of 636? Here sum is given. Here sum is given. So what is given here? Sn equal to n by 2 in the bracket twice a plus n minus 1 into d. Sn is given 6, 3, 6. N is not given, you have to find. A is given, first term is 9 to 18. 18 plus. N is not given. Difference is given 17 minus 9. 17 minus 9, 8. 25 minus 17, 8. 8. Difference is 8. So we may use and find N. So you can get easily, first of all 2 will comes here, 18, n minus 1, 8, simplify, you can get the n from this equation. But how to put the values in the formula, which formula you have to operate there, this is the main thing. First of all, try to understand the questions. Being a student of in aptitude or logical reasoning test, when you are going to apply there, at that time you should have the first of all logic. Directly you cannot operate any formula. First of all, your vision should be smart. The first term of AP is 5. What is given? So you have to write in roughly A equal to given first term is 5. The last term is 45. L equal to 45. Sum is 400. Sn is given 400. Find the number of the terms. N you have to find. So you have n Sn equal to n by 2 in the bracket a plus l, 5 plus 45, and this Sn is given 400. I will put here 400 multiply by 2, 800. and 5 plus 45, take the sum and divide by this, you can get the numbers of the terms. You can get the numbers of the terms. You can get the numbers of the terms. Similarly, the first and last term of arithmetic progression, first and last term of arithmetic progression is 17 and 350 respectively. If the common difference, now mismatch here, the first and last term of it is given, now some missing thing here. So now, okay, difference is 9 from here. Difference is 9. How many terms are there and what is their sum? Now look here, this is very tricky sum. What is given? First term A is given. What is 350? This is last term is given. This is last term. If the common difference between them, this is 9 is given. How many terms are there? How many terms are there? So you have to find n also. You have to find n also. And what is their sum? Sn also you have to find what is Sn. So you have to use here Sn equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. This formula you have to apply. Because of d is given, n is not given, first term is given, then this is you can get Sn. Now equating with the last term, you can get the value of the n. In this way you have to go. After getting the n, what is their sum? You can get the sum also. You can get the sum also. You can get their sum by using this formula n by 2 in the bracket n plus l, a plus l. First term is given, last term is given, and you have to find, then you can get this. Now in this way, first term of the seventh term is AP 49, 89, find the sum of the first n term. Okay, this is also you can do, this is also you can do, but where is the given? Part A, B part, A part. Find the odd integer from 1 to 211. This is first one is easy, but I will say the second one. All natural number lying between 100 to between words is used here. Now see, between 100 to this, which are multiple of 5. So multiple of 5 starting from after 100, which terms will come? Multiple of 5, 105 plus 1110 plus 115 plus in this way last term. This is 1000 and between them last term will come 995. So all are the terms which is the multiple of 5. You have to find the sum of this term. First of all, you should have idea about this, and then you can get, because of first term is given, difference is given. Now you have to find the n, and you can get the sum of all natural number between 100 to this. Here, first of all, your aim is to find the value of n. Correct? First of all, you have to find the value of n, and then you can see. In arithmetic progression, first term is 2 and the sum of the first 5 term is 1/4 of the next 5 term, so that 20 term is minus 112. So here what will you do? This is also a very tricky sum. 1, 2, 3 sum I have seen in one entrance exam. That's why I put here. So what is given here? In arithmetic progression, first term is 2. So you have to write in this way, first term is given, sorry 2, and sum of the first 5 term, sum of first 5 term S5 is given is 1/4 is 1/4 of next five terms. Next five terms means what? So you can see A1, A2, A3, A5. This is given. Now after this A6, A7, A8, A9 and A10. This sum is given. This sum is given. But how to write this sum? So you have to write, you can take A1, A2, A3 up to A10. A10, next five terms up to, so you can write here S10, first 10 term, minus, minus first 5 term, minus first 5 term. In this, 4 goes here, 4S5 equal to S10 minus S5. S5 comes here, 5 S5 equal to S10. Now you have to put the value S5 equal to n by 2 in the bracket a plus n in the. Similarly for S10 you can get the values of D. After getting this value you have to use for 20th term is this. D you can get and you have to use here because D is not given. 20th term you want to find. So A20 equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. First term is given, D is not given. So by using this relation you can get D. After getting D you may use here D, then D will come in the negative terms because of your sum is minus 112. That's why I'm telling you. So in this way you have to see, today I have taken the more time. Now we will see the next time. The next time you have to prepare with arithmetic progression, geometric progression and harmonic progression, all the formulas. I will solve the problems on this. And you should have idea about the speedy multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, how to get the square root, how to do the multiplication. This thing you should have. Otherwise you cannot do anything because of I am not telling you that you don't know anything about this, but your speed is not. So how to develop your speed? If you want to develop your speed, you should have the short tricks and some tricks you have to remember by rote or anywhere. At that time you can do in the time limit. Time limit is the must here. Am I right or wrong? Okay, so let us stop here. We will see the